You're suffering from cancer. Why didn't you tell me, Mother?
I don't want to add more to all the worries that's been on your mind.
This guy had this eye on you for some time.
So stealing my wife is not enough for him.
I discovered something, and it's about Giorgio.
And now he wants to meddle in all of my businesses?
With all the anomalies there are at the hospital, you have to be careful around him.
Calvin, listen to me. This is about your brother, Karl. Someone has kidnapped him.
He's accusing me to be the
What?
mastermind.
Isn't he satisfied that there's a TRO on me, and now he's making up stories?
Doctor, are we still pushing through with the launch?
Tomorrow, the Herrera family is going to see us. The rise of the two people whom they abused with their power. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you our newest Valdez-Marciano model, Miss Giselle Evangelista.
Now I truly believe that dreams can come true, no matter how high it is. And I owe all of these things to Dr. Paulina Marciano.
You stole my boyfriend! You stole my boyfriend from me!
Natalia, just wait a second.
Let go of me! Where's Karl?
Giorgio! Let it go! You animal. I know what you are now.
Giorgio!
Dad! Dad!
Doctor, how's my father doing?
Calvin, you can stop your worrying now. Your father is safe already. He's still in the recovery room, but he'll soon be transferred to a regular room as long as his vital signs remain stable.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
You're welcome. Please excuse me.
Hello, Stefano? I've been trying to call you for ages. Where are you?
I'm at a function right now for Giselle's launching.
I almost forgot it's Giselle's birthday.
So what's your problem now?
It's Dad. He's in the hospital.
Why?
He's been shot.
Who shot him?
It was Karl.
What? It was your brother who shot him? And what did you do? You just let that happen?
I will admit to you that I do still love Calvin. Even when I was abroad, he was always on my mind.
Danica, you should forget about the past. It's been 2 years.
But Grandpa, I still love Calvin so very much. When I came back here, I thought maybe I should look for him. Maybe there's a chance for us to be together again. The problem is, I don't know how to do it. When I saw him here at the home, I just thought that it was destiny. We were meant to be together.
If you don't mind my saying this, you have to stop your fantasies about destinies. None of that is true.
I did try to stop him, but it was too late.
Well, I think that you planned this whole thing so you could get all of his money. Especially since you're his favorite son.
Stefano, look, I didn't call you just to argue with you. I just wanted you to know what happened to Dad.
The thing is, Grandpa, there was never any closure on my relationship with Calvin.
But Calvin has already moved on. He loves somebody else.
Is Giselle the reason why?
Well, how is he?
The doctors told me that. He's going to be fine now. That's why you have to come here at the hospital, right now.
Giselle, what are you doing sitting around here for? Let's go. Paulina wants us to go home.
I can take Giselle home later.
But Stefano, I don't want to impose on you.
It's no bother. Please tell Dr. Paulina I'll just take her home myself.
Okay, fine. Just get her home safe.
Well, I guess you already know. With all things considered, you and Calvin really do suit each other. But I really think those two love each other. It looks like Giselle really does love Calvin.
There are things that have happened in the past that you just can't turn your back on. And I need to face this. I need to fight for it. I need to do this first, before I can finally free myself.
Stefano, is there a problem? Your mood changed all of a sudden.
It's my dad. He's in the hospital. They said he's been shot.
Sir Giorgio? Is he all right now?
Be quiet. I wonder if Grandma knows already that something happened between Uncle Giorgio and Dad.
Why do you even bother? You yourself say that your grandmother's always been mean to you, right?
Shh! Will you keep your mouth shut? My grandmother might hear you.
Calvin told me that he's out of the OR now. Everything's going to be fine.
Aren't you going to go there? I can always go home on my own. And when you get there, you'll see how your dad is. Or how about if I go there with you?
No, it's okay. It's not as if they need me there. I'm sure Calvin can manage things. Let's go.
She's dying. I mean, come on, she has no chance of surviving.
I still have to pretend that I'm concerned about her. You can't be certain of things.
You can't be certain? They might find out about your secret.
You know, we should get going. You're such a big blabbermouth.
Paulina, do you think I can come with you to Giselle's guesting? I want to be at the studio. There'll be a lot of celebrities there. I want to have my picture taken with them. Will you stop nagging me for just a minute? Okay, fine.
Currently, businessman Giorgio Lustico is in the hospital, husband to well-known cosmetic surgeon Dr. Natalia Herrera. This event happened after allegedly being shot by a restaurant owner, Karl Marciano. The police are still on the lookout for the said suspect.
Oh my goodness, Paulina. What happened?
Please excuse me, Doctor. The police said they want to speak with you.
All right, thank you.
Dr. Natalia, we came down here to ask you if you received any calls from Karl Marciano. Your husband's son had mentioned something to us that you're one of the people Karl Marciano would call.
No, he hasn't. I'm sorry, officer.
All right then, madam. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
I'm going to catch you first, Giorgio, before I give myself up.
Natalia, what's wrong?
I'm okay, Mother. I was just thinking, maybe you'd like for us to go abroad? You can get treatment there.
Natalia, you are not a good actress. I know that something else is bothering you, and it's not about me. Why don't you try telling me? I'm not weak. You'd be surprised at how strong I am.
Mother, Giorgio is also here at the hospital. He was shot by Karl.
Oh my goodness.
Magda. Can't you sleep? It's getting really late. Why aren't you in bed yet?
It's just that I remember my son, George.
Your son who's Danica's father?
Uh-huh.
You know that Danica, your granddaughter, she comes here every day to visit you. She's been trying to convince you to go home. Don't you want that?
Oh, Adriana. She's here in the hospital.
Well, where is she?
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm sure she's walking around the corridors, but she's here. And Natalia, that Adriana, she is too secretive. You need to keep a close eye on her and check up on her all the time.
What do you mean by that, Mother?
Welcome home. Where's Handsome? Why isn't he with you?
He went home already. Doctor, do you have a problem?
Actually, a very huge problem. We just found out that your doctor's husband just shot Giorgio. Good thing he's still alive.
It was Sir Karl who shot Sir Giorgio?
Bingo! Brittany, shut up. There's no way Karl could have done that.
Mommy.
Adriana, honey.
How long have you been here? I've been looking all over for you. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Calm down.
But wait, how about Dad? Do you know where he is?
I don't have a clue. I've been trying to call his mobile phone, but no one's answering.
Then, Mommy, how can I calm down if I don't know where Daddy is? I'll go and look for him. Maybe he's back in his apartment by now.
Adriana, please. Don't make foolish decisions. I don't want you leaving this hospital.
When my son George left for another country, he left me here. They didn't want to take care of me. And now that they're back here, they want to take me back in. Take me to their new house. Is that right? Why would they need me there?
Let me tell you something, Magda. Old people like the two of us, well, we get so touchy when we get that feeling that we're useless to people, that we've become so worthless. They don't need us around anymore. But you know, that's not true. The person who needs you is Danica. That's why she wants you to go home. If you don't want to give in to your son, George, then I suggest you go home for your granddaughter. For Danica. Why don't you sleep on it and get some rest?
But Mommy, what about Daddy? No one knows where he is and what's become of him. The police could have arrested him by now.
Adriana, please. I have so many things in my mind now. Don't add to it anymore.
Mommy, it's not as if I'm asking you for something that's so impossible. But he is my father. I just can't stand here doing nothing when something bad could happen. He has no one with him right now. Everything that he's done, he did it for you. And now you're going to just abandon him? Don't you care about him at all?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Adriana. I'm sorry. Adriana! Adriana! Adriana, I'm sorry! Adriana!
The day after tomorrow, you have a TV guesting. This is supposed to be a talk show, okay? And their theme is how to become fab and fit, okay? But you have to prepare for it because right before the interview proper, you have to work on the runway. Work it. Catwalk, catwalk. So I'm just telling you to be ready for it. There's another thing for you two. If you can avoid eating any food from this moment on until the time of the show, then don't eat anything. And should you ask why? So that the two of you will be the sexiest guests on that show. Do you understand? Okay, do I make sense to you? Okay, and I'm out. Bye.
Christy.
Are you really sure that you're all right?
I'm doing fine. I was able to get a bit of rest earlier.
Oh, here you go. Counselor Lim gave me these. He said these are some papers that you need to sign.
Did he mention when the hearing is?
He didn't say anything. He said that he'll just give you a call once a date has been set for the hearing.
Adriana, your name has been splashed all over the tabloids.
They can call me whatever they want. I don't care about them. I'm just worried about my dad.
Why are you so worried about him? He's not even your real daddy, right?
Yes, that's true. But I still love my dad very much, even if he isn't my real father. And it's true that I'm angry at Paulina, but not at him. And another thing, he loves my mommy Natalia very much. And even if he ever finds out who their real daughter is, I know that he isn't going to abandon me. And that's why he's my only hope.
Well, this is it. This house used to belong to my uncle. Nobody lives here anymore, so he put me in charge of it to have it rented out. And the previous tenant has just moved out, so you can stay here in the meantime.
Thanks a lot, man. I'm sorry because you had to get involved in this mess that I'm in.
Don't worry about it. And you're like a brother to me, so it's all good.
Stefano? How is your father doing, by the way?
I don't know. And I'm not interested in knowing anything. It's enough for me to know that he's all right now.
And I also heard about the news that it was Sir Karl who was accused of shooting your father. But I still can't believe that people think it was Sir Karl who did that to him.
So what are you planning to do now? You're just gonna keep hiding from the police?
Well, I need to find the man who kidnapped me. He's the only one who can offer real proof that it was Giorgio who planned all of this. He's the only one who can testify against Giorgio. That's the only way I can get Natalia away from Giorgio.
I'm so relieved that there's been a delay. I'm so overwhelmed with these problems. I feel like I have to be at two places at once.
You know what? If I could call and hire a crisis management team for you, I would have done it already. I'm getting stressed out with all your problems.
It's enough for me that you're here and that you've been helping me out, Christy.
You don't know how bad my dad is. And I wouldn't be surprised if he had a lot of enemies.
Why is it that you have so much anger for your father? Stefano, no matter how many times you deny it, he's still your father.
Dad, I see that you're awake now. Is there something hurting you? I'll go and call a doctor.
No, don't bother, Kelvin. It's just a little pain. But I'm beginning to feel a lot better. Where's your Aunt Natalia?
Don't worry about her. She's doing a lot better too. We'll probably find her in Grandma Claudia's room.
It's Adriana and Karl who I'm worried about.
I'm really confused about your daughter. It's like she's hurting you on purpose, and then there's that Karl. What is he planning to do? Look here, Natalia. You know the longer he hides from the authorities, his crimes are going to get more serious.
I've been trying to call him for hours, But Karl isn't answering his phone.
That's a hard fight you're going to face.
I know it's going to be hard, but my hands are tied. The good thing now is that I have somewhere to hide. That's all thanks to you, man.
You're welcome.
I'll never forget this favor that you've done for me.
And Karl?
He got away from us. But the police have already issued a warrant of arrest. They're hunting him. And I've also offered some reward money to whomever can tell us where he is. I'm very sure that he'll get caught very soon.
Thank you, son. Thank you.
You need to go and help Calvin.
Are you really concerned about my dad? Or about Calvin?
Hey, you there. Look, if you're trying to put the moves on my daughter, well, you can forget about it. Isn't Adriana your girlfriend already? Don't you have enough girls around you?
Mother, stop it. You're embarrassing me in front of Stefano.
Stop it. I'm not embarrassing you. And you, I thought I told you to stop your flirting, didn't I? And I told you to stop hanging around that boy.
Adriana isn't my girlfriend anymore. And besides, Giselle and I aren't doing anything wrong here.
Good afternoon, Sir Giorgio and Sir Calvin.
Hello, Daniel.
I was just going to ask about Sir Giorgio. Go on, Calvin. You can leave us for now.
All right, Dad.
How is our operation doing? Everything's okay, sir. But we need to lay low for a while. Just like what they told us to do. Good. Daniel, you're going to have to take over all of the work that I assigned to Hernandez while I'm recuperating. Yes, of course, sir.
Hey, Paulina. Hey, what are you doing there? Are you all right? Well, or are you just slowly going out of your mind? What if I make you lose your mind? Make me go insane? Isn't that cruel even for you? Well, what's happening with you? Why does it look like your mind is off wondering about? Don't tell me. You've lost your case against Naomi and Natalia?
Danica, I've noticed that these past few days, you seem to be very depressed. Is there something bothering you?
No, Grandma, I'm all right.
I wish that you don't worry about me so much. And whatever it is, you can tell me and we will get through it together. Tell me about it so I can help you. Does this have anything to do with Calvin?
Nurse? Oh, hold on. Hello?
Am I speaking with Calvin Lustico?
Yes, this is Calvin.
Didn't you break up with him a long time ago?
But I still love Calvin very much.
But Danica, isn't it true that he's falling in love with Giselle?
Grandmother, I forgot I have to do something.
Are you that stupid? That hasn't even gone up to the courts yet. And that's the least of my worries. Well, aren't you a little ray of sunshine today? Well, what seems to be bothering you? It's Karl again, right? I can't seem to reach his mobile phone. I keep on trying to call him up. I just wanted to know his reasons why he went and shot Giorgio. Paulina, who is it that they could possibly fight over? Who? The answer to that is none other than Natalia. That's just simple logic, my friend. Oh, it could be that they're fighting over something else. Like maybe they're fighting over something like a car or a business that's for sale. Why don't you try asking that question to Giorgio, right? Aren't you too close?
Sir, this is Officer Espino speaking. I just wanted to inform you that we already have a lead on the whereabouts of Karl Marciano. Our team is getting ready to go to the location to set up an operation.
Thanks for telling me.
Here. Taste this. Have some. What? You don't like the food? I had all of your favorite food cooked for you.
I'm not hungry.
Oh, come on, Manolo. All this food will go to waste. There's so much.
So? Then why don't you eat it?
Instead of you throwing a tantrum here, why don't you go home to your family? Claudia is in the hospital now, so it's the best time for you. Her condition is very critical right now. I don't think she'll reject you.
I have blocked out all of my memories of you, Manolo. But in just one swift move, you managed to break down all of those barriers. You've hurt me so much in the past.
Daniel?
Hello? Hernandez.
What's going on? How's the boss doing?
He's doing all right. He needs to recuperate now. He wants to have something done, and that's why I called you.
What is it?
Don't give me that face. No matter how many times your wife and daughter try to reject you, no matter how many times they try to deny you, they can never cut off the ties that bind all of you together.
Mother?
I want to go home.
Mother, you need to rest more. At least if anything happens to you, we'll be here at the hospital.
No. I feel like I'm getting weaker here in the hospital. I feel like I'm going to get worse here. I know that there's a lot of things you have to attend to. I don't want to be a burden to you, but I want to go home.
Manolo! Manolo, how many times do I have to tell you? Your family needs you now. Most especially your daughter. Claudia is dying.
Tatiana, if you're just making these stories up, then you better stop. Or else I'm going to give you a fat lip.
Manolo! Manolo! I'm telling you the truth!
You're always on top of my priorities, Mother. What the doctor told us was that you can undergo some sort of treatment, and there's a good prognosis for cases just like yours.
Natalia, I don't want to go bald. I don't want to do chemotherapy. I don't want to do radiation. I don't want to look pitiful in front of so many people. At least not here. I want to always be remembered and go as a glamorous woman. I want to go with a bang. Please.
Okay, Mother. I'll talk to your doctor.
Thank you, Natalia.
Move! Hurry! Check the back! Everyone back! Clear!
Move out! You need to get rid of any loose ends that could lead back to our business. Pay off whoever it is you need to pay off. And the boss said, lay low until this blows over. Keep everything secure. We have to be careful. Karl is going to tell on us. And the moment that the police catch him, we're in deep trouble.
All right, I hear you. I'll take care of it.
Freeze! Hold it right there! Don't move! Hands up!
Who is that?
They've arrested Karl.
Oh, no.
Christy, I'm going to talk to Mother's doctor. And then afterwards, do you think you can handle anything that needs to be done for Mother's discharge?
All right, don't worry about anything. I'll take care of everything here.
Kaloy, I can now prove everything that I've been saying about your father.
I didn't come down here just to listen to all your vicious lies. I just want to make sure that you pay for everything that you've done.
Officer, I'm not going to escape. But you have to help me look for the man who kidnapped me. And the mastermind is his father. Go and look for Andres Juliano if you don't believe what I'm saying. He's the guy who knows about all the illegal racket his father's been up to.
Okay, that's enough. Let's go.
You have to take care of Natalia now, Kaloy.
Come along now.
Aunt Christy? Adriana, hold on. Where's Mommy? Your mother had to go somewhere. Your father has been arrested.
Wow! Look! Did you see this? It looks like you have a lot of guestings now, huh? That's so great! Wow, Giselle, who would have thought that your path will turn out this way? You're a celebrity now! Everyone will know you!
Mother, I'm not that popular, you know. I'm just a guest on a TV show.
Well, what do you call those people who show up on TV shows? They're celebrities, right? Hey, Giselle. You'd better adjust your attitude, okay? In show business, you can't afford to be shy. You know, if that was me, and I was a little bit younger, I'd really play it up with being a celebrity. I know I can do that. So promise me you'll do well, so that we'll be filthy rich, right, Giselle? You know what? It never crossed my mind that you and Adriana would become TV personalities.
You mean to say you already knew Adriana when she was a little girl?
Where are they keeping him? I think what you should do is to call your mother up right now. She didn't get to mention any details to me because she left in quite a hurry. Oh, okay.
Stefano, I'm so glad that you came to visit. Dad would be pleased.
I doubt that.
The police have finally caught Karl, and he's going to pay for everything he's done.
You had Karl put in jail because of Dad?
Oh yes! I was able to keep track of her career. You know that ever since she was a little girl, she's been in TV commercials. She was so cute. Were you paying attention to everything that I was saying before?
Uh-huh. Of course, Mother. Don't worry about it. I'm going to work hard at being a celebrity.
That's right. That's the spirit. Wait a second. I want to ask you something. Are you still hanging around the boy that's Stefano, huh?
Mother, Stefano isn't doing anything bad to me.
Well, Giselle, stop saying that. I don't like that boy. He's just a bad influence on you. Stay away from him.
Well, he committed a crime. so he has to pay for what he's done.
And it just proves how much you love Dad. But I only wish that he really deserved all your love and attention.
Hey, where are you going now?
To the nursing home. I gave them my word that I'd go back to visit them.
I bet you're going with Stefano. Is he going there with you?
No, Mother, it's just me. I think that he's already left to go and visit his father in the hospital.
Hey, Stefano. I'm so glad you came. I thought they have already forgotten about me.
I would have never taken you to be a martyr. You really surprised me with that one. So tell me what really happened.
Where are you taking me?
Marciano, you have a visitor.
Adriana.
Dad.
Adriana.
I just wanted to save your Aunt Natalia. I didn't know that it was Karl Marciano's plan to kill me that night.
You must really love that woman to risk your life for her. How I wish it was my mother who was in her place.
Giselle, if I ever find out that you've been carrying on and flirting with that boy, you're going to get it. Do you hear me? Do you understand? You can't do that. He's Adriana's boyfriend already. You can steal from any other woman or even a man. It doesn't matter. Just not her. He's Adriana's.
Mother, believe me, Stefano and I are just
Well,
friends.
I don't believe you. It's better that we clear this up right now. Do you hear me? Telling me that you're just friends. You can't fool me.
Dad. Why did you have to shoot him, Dad?
Adriana, I didn't do anything wrong. What happened that night was an accident. Do you know that Giorgio had me kidnapped? He wanted to kill me. And he hired some thugs to do it. It was a good thing that I escaped. But when I was making my escape, I saw Giorgio and he was hurting Natalia. That's why I pulled a gun out on him, but then he tried to take it away from me. And then the gun went off by accident.
I should go now. I was just making sure that you were still alive.
Stefano. Come home. Please come back to us.
By the way, congratulations. Your most hated rival is finally in jail.
Dad. Mommy wanted me to tell you that she can't come to visit you right now. Another thing, she's been talking with legal counsel so they can find a way for you to get out of here. Calvin has filed a case of frustrated murder on you. But the lawyer did say, Dad, that you didn't kill the person.
So that we can show off your smooth, beautiful skin, I suggest we do a diamond ash facial. But if you really want to have a higher nose bridge, we can always put a silicone implant. It will go in through here. I will make incisions here, and then a little flap, and then it will sit right here. Then there'll be no scars. I'll hide it from view, but you will have to wear bandages for about 1 week. Just right here. Is that okay?
Okay.
So, what's your available time for us to schedule an initial medical exam?
Next week.
Next week, okay. All right, I'll have Heidi schedule it.
Thank you, Doctor. Oh, by the way, I really got inspired by your new image model for your clinic.
Hmm?
To be quite frank, Giselle is very effective. Who would have thought that she used to have a huge scar on her face and you turned her into a beautiful girl?
I'm so glad that you decided to drop by. It's been such a long time since we last saw you.
You're right. My dad's been in the hospital. He was shot.
Oh my, what happened?
It's a very long story. What matters is, he's getting better now. And any moment he can be released from the hospital.
I'm glad to hear that. Well, what about the guy who shot your father? What happened to him?
Adriana, I need to get out of here. I need to get out. To look for the men hired by Giorgio. The guys who were supposed to kill me.
Dad, wouldn't that put you more in danger if you do that when you get out of here?
Adriana, if I stay locked up in here, you won't have any protection, you and your mother.
The police have arrested him.
And you? How are you doing?
I'm okay. I've been sleeping now. After I found out that my dad's going to be all right. And after they caught the guy who shot him.
You know, Dad, they have a restraining order out on Uncle Giorgio. So he can't come near Mommy. But he broke that order. Dad, I'm going to have a talk with Mommy. I'm going to ask her to please ask Uncle Giorgio to drop the lawsuit that's been filed against you.
Adriana, I don't want you doing anything like that. To ask favors from Giorgio. Don't worry about me. I'll find a way to get out.
To be very honest, I took a big risk to choose her as the image model for my clinic.
That was a big risk because she was a nobody. But then again, she looks to be all right. But you know what, Doctor? Maybe she needs to be more exposed to the public so she can pull more patients into your clinic. Because, well, the lawsuit that Natalia filed against you is still being talked about. And then there's that issue with that patient, Naomi Melandrino.
Okay, Kelly. Here you go.
Thank you, Doctor.
Just give them to Heidi
Thank
so you
you
can have your schedule.
Yes.
You know what? Even if you're tired hearing this, I'll still keep on telling you that if you ever need someone to talk to, I'll always be around for you.
You know, Danica, you've been such a good friend to me. Anyway, I need to go to the stockroom. I need to replenish the supplies. See ya.
But Dad, I don't want them to keep you in here.
Adriana, I can bear with all of this. I just don't want you talking to Giorgio. That's something I won't let you do.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough. Time's up.
Dad.
Thanks so much.
It's Giselle! Giselle!
Oh, hello.
She's really so beautiful.
Hello there.
Hi. Oh, wow, she's back. Oh, she's so pretty.
Oh, I can't believe it's you.
Giselle.
Hello.
Hi, how
How
are
are
you?
you doing?
Giselle, is that really you?
Yes, it's me.
All right.
Okay.
I'll just go and call the others.
Giselle?
You'd better savor every minute you have in this place, Claudia. Because the day after tomorrow, you're going to be evicted from your precious throne.
Now that you have a beautiful face, you keep on wearing a frown. I can only think of one good reason for that. It's Calvin, right?
I'm really very grateful that, up until now, you still love me.
That man I was telling you about. He's the only witness that I have that it was Giorgio Lustico who's behind all of this.
Boss, one of our guys was arrested. I'm going to take advantage of Karl being in jail to have a hold on Natalia and to keep her by my side.
You better make sure that your plan isn't going to fail on you this time.
I was going to ask a favor from you. Please stop the lawsuit that you filed against Karl.